Tyler, I would love to really get NHL and NBA out of the way. No offense, but I mean, not much doing.
We know we got those few that will complain about it if we don't.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, I'll be honest. There's only one NHL thing I have, and that is
right.
NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman has told the Arizona Coyotes that they cannot and will not remain in Glendale, Arizona. Bettman is looking to build a public and private financing partnership in downtown Phoenix or in the East Valley. Bettman said Glendale is not economically stable enough to support an NHL franchise. So we've seen this before. The NHL is obviously making a lot of moves here, especially with Los Angeles.
Yeah. I think they're going over to Vegas now, too.
They are going to Vegas. The NHL, well, it's the Vegas Golden Knights, and they have been officially cleared to, we reported on this last week, officially cleared to make roster moves. I see we got a like. Thank you. I see it floating over the screen. All right, cool. So that's it. That's all we have for the NHL. And then for the NBA, a huge congratulations to Dallas Mavericks forward Dirk Nowitzki for becoming only the 6th player in NBA history to reach 30,000 points scored. He claimed the accolade in his 19th season on a baseline jumper against the LA Lakers. He joins Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Wilt Chamberlain as the only people to score 30,000 points. Next up is LeBron James, as he has a little over 1,500 points left. The LA Lakers have officially named Rob Pelinka as their new general manager. Pelinka represented Kobe Bryant, and he also, if I'm not mistaken, had James Harden, Eric Gordon. He probably had probably 10 people on his roster.
Nothing but stars. Oh,
yeah. And he's going to have to cut all ties with his agency called Landmark Agency. And Bryant said in a tweet that no one understands basketball business better than Rob Pelinka. Good words from when Kobe Bryant, I mean, he's a businessman. That's why him and Shaq didn't even work. You know, Shaq was in the movies, Kobe's not. So
sounds like a guy that's well trusted across the stars with Jordan and Bryant and, of course, LeBron, too.
And I hope that the Los Angeles Lakers get something going. They are a team. When the Sixers, Celtics, and Lakers don't do good, and the Knicks, when those 4 teams don't do good, the league typically
basketball suffers as a whole. So
yeah, and when you have the Knicks, when James Dolan dies,
3 of those 4 teams you mentioned are horrible right now. So.
Yeah, and the Celtics obviously are potentially going to be the number 1 seed. Could go all the way to the finals, conference finals against LeBron James, which is my prediction going forward. And so moving on real quick, the San Antonio Spurs beat the Sacramento Kings Wednesday in a score of 114-104, but not before being down 59-31 at one point with about 5 minutes left in the first half. This marked Coach Popovich's largest deficit he's ever overcome, and it marked his 18th consecutive season that he's won 50 or more games. What a night to reach that mark, you know. 50 wins. Spurs, the epitome of consistency in the NBA.
Of course.
Probably, I would say, the most consistent stretch of all time.
Probably
only because
definitely of our lifetime.
Well, the Jazz did it, but they don't have the rings.
Right,
and that's where and that's why I would give that.
Well, and then you got old school Lakers, old school Celtics. Those teams, I mean, the Celtics had a good run through all the 80s, I believe. All
through the 80s, and the Lakers, they had it all through the 90s and throughout the 2000s up until
I mean, in my 25 years of life, you've either got the Lakers or you got the Spurs. You know, best franchises in the last 25 years.
Well, it's almost like they're the Giants right now, where it's like every couple of years, it's like known that they'll win.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's like
I wish. For me.
No, I meant like San Francisco Giants.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the New York Giants. I thought you were making a joke.
Unfortunately, I probably wouldn't assimilate those two with consistent winning. Packers are in there, man. They got 7-9 one year.
Yeah.
You know, what are you going to do? And then lastly, the Minnesota Timberwolves are trying to add more depth to their bench, so they signed guard Lance Stevenson to a second 10-day contract. They signed him to a first 10-day contract, but he didn't even hit. Only in his 6th day, had an ankle injury. And once he got healthy, they told him that he'd come back, and here he is. So let's go to injuries.
Alrighty, we just have 2 quick injuries here. It only took 56 seconds, and this one hurts. Only took 56 seconds for Andrew Bogut's revenge tour to Golden State to end. After coming in contact with Heat forward Okaro White, Bogut said he knew immediately that the bone broke in his leg, and the bone turned out to actually be a fractured left tibia. So it kind of stinks for him because he asked for release from the Sixers.
Yeah.
And then came over to the Cavs. Seemed to be on track to get his championship, and that happens in 56 seconds in the second half, I believe it was.
There's a ESPN 30 for 30 where this kid, he's a true freshman, was a hockey player at Boston College or Boston University, and it was like one of the first time a freshman ever played.
Yeah.
In 18 seconds or 11 seconds, he put his head into the board, spinal fracture, paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah.
11 seconds as a college player.
It's got to be so frustrating.
Reminds me of that in a sense, where obviously not as serious, but I would have to say this is like the end for Andrew Bogut. As far as playing career.
It just feels like he only came into the league yesterday. I know we talked about this last week.
What was he, in 07 draft?
God, I couldn't tell you the year exactly, but it doesn't feel like he's been around
LeBron
forever.
James said he heard it.
Yeah. Ugh. That's bad.
When you hear something.
Yeah.
Woo, how you doing? Okay.
And then lastly, this one could have an impact on the Western Conference seeding, actually, in a weaker Western Conference like we've talked about previously.
Yeah.
Spurs power forward LaMarcus Aldridge will be out indefinitely due to a minor heart arrhythmia. He's known to have a heart condition since his rookie year in 2007, and this is not the first time he's actually been held out because of it. Has been held out in the past. So, prayers go out to him. Blessings, and hopefully he gets that under control because the Spurs are a force to be reckoned with or without him, but even more so with him.
Of course.
So.
Of course.